Would you rather date your phone or date a woman? Not a trick question. Probably a woman, right? Okay, good. I'm glad we can agree on that. Then we want to use our phone to use texting to facilitate a meetup between you and the woman that you're with. That's the purpose of texting. However, you can do this in a very fun and sexy way that's gonna make things a little bit more interesting between you and the girl. And the most important thing here is you're gonna do this in a very dominant way, and it's not gonna appear needy. Most guys get this wrong and they do it too needy and then they blow it. Quick disclaimer, this is not gonna work with a girl that you already haven't been intimate with. This is not ways to send sexy texts to get her to be sexually interested in you. That already needs to be there, and once it is, we send these to deepen the connection. One example is you can text her, "Just got home, what I would do to you right now." So if you send that, this is a way of eventually facilitating a meetup, her coming over tonight, her coming over tomorrow, this weekend, whatever it may be. So you send that in a way that lets her know that you're turned on, that you want to be with her. And remember, it's lending itself to the meetup, not for you to just sit here and sext back and forth, because you're dating a woman, not your phone. Here's another one. You know that blank that you wear? Put that on and I'll see you in 10. Now, you might not be able to actually see her in 10. I don't know how far away you live from the girl. Maybe it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is, that's what you're gonna put there. And it's okay if you guys don't end up meeting that night. If she's like, "Oh no, I can't, I'm out to dinner," or whatever, something is going on, it doesn't matter. This is about lending itself to you guys eventually meeting up. But it might happen that night if you're that dominant and fun about it, and of course, if she's not busy. The next one is this. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna come over, not say a word, and I'll be in control. 99.9% of women will be turned on when they hear a text message like that. They love it when a guy is dominant and in control. And then you can use this again to facilitate a meetup, and you guys can have a fun time. It's kind of this role play thing where you're basically saying, "Hey, you're gonna come over, we're not gonna talk, and we're gonna get right to the point." Next one is, "I had a wild dream about you, and we're gonna make it come true this weekend." Now I know this might sound like a little bit of a fib, and if it is, so be it. You can always admit to her that you never had that dream, but you can describe what that dream was and what it is that you want, and then you guys can do that together. If you want, you can describe that over text, or you don't even have to tell her over text. Make it more surprising and secretive, building that tension, and then you guys can just have fun when you guys are actually together. And by the way, it doesn't have to be this weekend. You could say tonight, you could say in a couple weeks, you can say on our trip. Really, all the timing doesn't matter too much. It just has to be the next time that you guys see each other. Here's a great one. You're gonna say, "Tell me your craziest fantasy, and this weekend, I'll make sure it happens." This is one of those where you're kind of giving her her fantasy. So instead of being like, "Hey, I'm in control and you're gonna do what I say," this is like, all right, now she's a little bit in control in the sense where she's gonna tell you what turns her on. You're gonna learn about her, and then of course you are gonna make that happen. And again, doesn't matter when it is, but make sure that when you're doing this, you're not getting too much back and forth and getting into a whole sexting thing. It's better if she tells you and then you just hard stop say, "Great, it's happening this weekend." And this is one of my favorite ones. You can say this in any sort of fashion. You can also change up the words, but you can copy this. Just say, "I want you over here, period, right now, period." This is one of the most dominant things you can do. And this is very undercover. There's something kind of sexual about it, kind of not. You want to see her. It's sort of like sexy, but we're not sure, and that's good. We want that mystery there. If you have mystery and dominance, it's game over. When she comes over, I want you to know how to be able to touch her in ways that are going to turn her on when you guys are kissing. So I'm going to put a video here on the screen where I talk about how you can touch her when you're kissing her to make it a more pleasurable experience. And if you want to learn how to be able to meet women to get to this point where you can send these text messages, get a one-on-one coach today to guide you and help you with meeting more women that you are attracted to. Go to tripadvicecoaching.com. I'll put a link in the description down below.